one of the things that really was a high point for this team, especially, was how, and the guy they talk about, we were practicing. Everybody contributed and knew their roles, and if there was a time that they needed to be called on, everybody contributed, and that I think that helped bond. It seemed like they said, Jason was supposed to be the key player, but that it was, I think, the camaraderie of the team, which on the road, building on the road, spending a lot of quality time together, the practices that we had together. You never seen the team separated. Teams were closer all year long. So it was a lot of, as a coach, I had a lot of fun. I love being around those kids. They were great kids to be around.
Teamwork. I think, we had, I think through the year we got stronger.
I grew up in Oakland. A lot of my friends went to O'Dowd, and so it was always fun to have those games because I can, see my good friends and people I went to school with on the other side of the court and talk a little trash about who's going to win the game. It was a big deal. We get a lot of fans. It was, just two rival Catholic schools both have a big basketball tradition. It was fun to really get out there and, it was a good game.
Oh, yeah, everybody it was, like we said, people was hanging in the windows.
Yep.
It was just crazy.
I don't know what, I'm very biased. I don't know that there's a high school team that can compare to what that team did in terms of raising the popularity and the interest of high school basketball. The rivalry, again, between the Pilots and the Bishop O'Dowd, reached a new height during that era. Anytime you can fill up the Oakland Coliseum with basketball fans to watch a high school basketball game led by Jason Kidd, and who had a good supporting cast. He was outstanding. And the coaching staff of Frank and GORDIE Johnson, Jose Carabajal, just changed, I think, high school athletic, particularly basketball in this area.
First two words come to my mouth because in high school and as a teenager you think you know everything. You think older people don't know what they're talking about, or you always kind of reject some sort of constructive criticism. But now look back on it, like a lot of things that he said to us, was correct, and he always had our best interest. So that was probably the biggest thing. You knew he always had our best interest, no matter what. So mine would be thank you.
Yeah, mine would be same thing. I mean, Frank gave me my biggest opportunity, hiring me from. He met me as a kid, but never knew me. But then give me an opportunity to come here and coach. And I lost my father when I was 5 years old, so he became my father figure and my mentor. And I would have to say thank you for everything you did.
Yeah, I would say thank you. I just recently was at a basketball camp for my kids at Bishop O'Dowd, and their gym is called the Frank Laporte Gym. And so I was reminded me of him. But he was really good to all the players, and he treated us like family, and that was really really neat. He was this was his life, and he put everything into it. So we definitely felt that as students.
I think he just kept you grounded, even if you were his last guy off the bench or your starter. He was gonna make sure everybody was on the same page and focused.
Yeah, boy.
The walkers.
The walkers.
Yeah, those things were not comfortable to wear.
No, there wasn't.
But you sold a lot of them. A lot of people were wearing
They
them.
really helped some people.
I never seen it.
Here, a guy named Calvin Bird who could jump out of the gym. He had amazing ability, and I remember Frank saying that Calvin used to wear these. Like there was some connection between this 6'5" amazing athlete and the 5'2" freshman he's talking about.
I think that's kind of how I heard about it. Was Calvin Bird.
But for the teammates from class of '91, just it was a great experience, and some of my best friends are from that time. So good folks.
I'd probably say that we had a lot of fun. That was just, like Dad said, just, each day, it just seemed like everything escalated, but we always stayed pretty, our composure was always the same, and that, that just came from the top, from GORDIE and coach. But, a lot of my high school memories are specifically just from that year. Just so many fun things and so many good stories. But
Back in the day, I'd say there was a lot of, I would say a lot of the teachers that were here at the time were very invested in the basketball program. So I know like Mrs. Rodriguez, Mr. Souble, Mr. Gravum. You had a lot of them that would always be at the games, and I think that kind of, built with a lot of the other teachers. I mean, you would always see faculty in the crowded games, and so I think you got to, build those relationships. There was a lot of boosters too that would, over the years, would constantly be at our games, your family and stuff. So I think that was the big thing, was just kind of the sense of family here.